The Dr. Luis Melgar Brizuela was born on September the 11th in 1943 in Cuscatlán, El Salvador. His parents both were teachers. His father worked most of the time in secondary schools, and he dedicated a lot of time of his career working in the Instituto Nacional de Usulután. On the other hand, the Dr. Melgar's mother dedicated her career teaching in primary schools in Usulután. During his childhood, the Dr. Melgar lived with his parents and started primary school in Suchitoto and high school in Huizúcar, Usulután. He started his superior studies in La Escuela Superior del Salvador in 1963, and he graduated as literature teacher in 1965. Then in 1971, he got his bachelor's degree in literature in the Universidad del Salvador. He grew up in a harmonic and Christian environment, what allowed him to learn so much about his parents and about teaching.
Okay. Como no, mire, yo tuve la fortuna, en primer lugar, de dos padres profesores muy cristianos, en un ambiente tranquilo, un ambiente familiar muy armónico, y eso favoreció mi dedicación a los estudios. Luego estuve en un internado salesiano, el Santa Cecilia, ¿sí?, donde aprendí mucho con esa congregación. Después entré a la normal superior. En 3 años me gradué de maestro para secundaria. Luego la Universidad Nacional, la licenciatura en letras. Después he hecho estudios en España, luego en México el doctorado, y en fin, pues he tenido esa buena fortuna de cursar estudios de nivel superior y luego practicar intensamente la docencia y la...
He met Maria Candelaria Navas in Usulután while he was studying. Nowadays, she is his wife. They got married in San Salvador in 1969, and until now, they have 2 beautiful girls. In 1969, he traveled to Madrid, Spain, to study. He achieved his teaching in Spanish literature in the Instituto de Cultura Hispánica in 1972. As his parents, he liked teaching as well, and that is why at the age of 17 years old, he got his first job in the Ricaldone Institute as a teacher of primary learners. The Professor Melgar participated in many social and cultural events. For example, he was a referee in the 5th Coloquio Nacional Universitario sobre la Comunicación Escrita in Guanajuato, Mexico in 1982. Furthermore, he was a referee in the Encuentro Centroamericano de Escritores in Panama on March 1992, and also in the Premio Nacional de Literatura and in the 150th Universidad del Salvador anniversary in 1991. In addition to that, he was a referee in Rama de Encuentro del 54th Certamen Centroamericano de la Ciudad de Quetzaltenango, Guatemala, on September 1991. Finally, he was a member of the Comunidad de Escritores Salvadoreños in 1992. One of the most difficult stages in his life was the war conflict in our country, El Salvador. Since he is a pacific person, he does not like to kill people or disturb environments. However, he said that by the war period he was in one association of students in the Universidad del Salvador, which fight for rights. He was fighting not with arms, but for their ideals, because he always was against injustice.
militancia política sin participar en eventos armados para nada, lo cual rechazo, soy muy pacifista.
Okay. Sí.
In 1986, after living some years in Mexico, he turned back to El Salvador, where he got a job in the Universidad del Salvador as head of the Central Library. And at the same time, he took part as member of the Xolotlan Publishing House. Next year, he became the coordinator of educative planning of the Schools of Arts and Science of the Universidad del Salvador. During this period, the Professor Melgar used to attend to the church called Las Asambleas de Dios, but he used to participate in Catholic activity as well. Nowadays, he does not participate in any religions, but he said he is a Buddhist sympathizer. Also, he likes the indigenous religions. The Dr. Melgar was a member and founder of the literature group called Piedra y Siglo. He has published several works, for example, Los días de la guerra poesía El Salvador, 1992, El CPT El Salvador, Crónica Literature Collage about Ofensiva Guerrillera del Salvador, 1989, en la poesía salvadoreña del siglo XX, etc., etc.
Bueno, eso siempre creo yo que es muy variado y desigual. Hay quienes reconocen mi trabajo literario, sobre todo lo ha reconocido Otoniel Guevara, que es el presidente de la Fundación Metáfora, también el maestro Jorge Aguilar y varias otras personas. En el libro que les he dado del poemar hay un estudio de colegas, escritores, acerca de mi poesía. Eso en la parte positiva. Ahora en la parte negativa siempre hay también quienes niegan el trabajo de uno, lo desconocen o consideran que no es adecuado el trabajo que se hace. Por ejemplo, en el departamento de letras donde trabajo, varios colegas no reconocen mis investigaciones indigenistas, las consideran que están como fuera de ámbito, fuera de lo convencional establecido en esa unidad académica, y no encuentro en ellos una respuesta favorable para la actividad, sino que más bien un cierto desconocimiento, a veces inclusive un rechazo, o que quisieran que ya no trabaje ahí, que ya mejor me retire. Eso pues creo yo que es bastante variable, pero digamos que en general hay una buena aceptación, sobre todo en el ámbito.